Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. And Jai Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. So I'm speaking to you this time from the London Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. We're just near Heathrow Airport, and the timing of this, a new timing of this broadcast, a short reading or reflections of Facebook and Instagram, is the same time that some programs are happening in the temple. And I've just come from the temple room where we have something like 30 devotees here for Mangalati and for the morning program, of course, because the temple means, or the ashram means, who's coming to stay. Naturally, they're coming to be in the program. So we've got lots of devotees here. It's Easter, it is a holiday, but the devotees are using their holiday, their holy days, to be amongst the devotees, to be with the holy people, those who are trying under the guidance of Guru, under the guidance of spiritual masters, means Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, under their guidance, trying to make their journey back home, back to Godhead, successful. And so in the background you can hear a mantra being chanted as we speak in congregation. That mantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is our very medicine for this age, that we need to chant the holy name of the Lord, keeping our heart simple, keeping ourselves offenseless, which means learning the offenses against the holy name and avoiding them. And so in this world, we can make Krishna consciousness or spiritual life, we can make it very complicated if we have a complicated mind, but we can also just make our life simple by simply having a clean heart and following the sweet, affectionate guidance of Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and that means service, 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 with the holy name at the center. And simply to give ourselves under their direction for what they want us to do, what will be pleasing to them. So this morning, as we do wherever we are, we have a variety of morning and evening programs, but within that guideline exactly of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj. So this morning, Mangalati, the morning Aarti, then the seated kirtans, which become known as bhajans, but singing the morning program. And then this morning we took the opportunity to come to Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, sit in front of him with himself on a large screen, on a chair, on a soft chair, Gurudev seated there. And then we are having his darshan from 1999 from Italy, as you can also do, everyone can do, by going to the YouTube channel, Srila Govinda Maharaj video series, called Srila Govinda Maharaj video series. And the latest video that's been uploaded with captions, which, by the way, most of you know, maybe don't know, but you can make the captions larger. So when you're with many people, like in a temple environment, then you can make the captions larger so everyone can see on the screen. And if you don't know how to do it, probably just ask YouTube or ask one of those useful things on the web how to do. But it's a little hidden. You've got to press this button, this button, this button. But you can make the captions very large, in fact. So with the captions, we've been there with Srila Gurudev this morning, and I came through just in time, I hope, for beginning our short talk here. But why I'm mentioning this, because we all can have a different kind of a morning program, but on the theme of hearing from Gurudev, hearing from Srila Guru Maharaj, hearing from Srila Prabhupada, through their books, through their audios, through their videos, and trying to every day hear from each of them in the daily routine that we can make for ourselves, And the best routine, of course, is if we can follow more or less what Srila Guru Maharaj gave, means what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave, what Srila Guru Maharaj gave, and what Srila Gurudev gave in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. And when there was the opportunity in the morning to come to Srila Gurudev or to come to Srila Guru Maharaj, when they may be giving darshan, giving some discussion, taking questions, giving answers to questions, then naturally the devotees, they come to Srila Guru Maharaj, they come to Srila Gurudev and come from the morning singing and reading, and they're getting their live scripture straight to the ear from the lotus mouth of our divine masters. So anyway, today Srila Gurudev definitely was giving this emphasis on Krishna consciousness is simple if only we can just simply follow the guidance of our spiritual master and not give so much attention to reading many books, in fact not to read many books and just gain knowledge about different things. So gaining knowledge is not going to help us in our spiritual life beyond the initial knowledge that, okay, now we learnt what we need to do, and what we need to do is to come and surrender to a real guru, to have our eyes open, Guru Maharaj always saying, but to come to surrender to a real guru and follow their directions. And then we will quickly learn how to swim in the ocean. And this ocean that we are in is the ocean of fault. It's the Kali Yuga. And so, Kale Dosha Nide Rajan. So in this age, it is an ocean of fault. However, there is one good quality, and that is that through the holy names of the Lord and the association, which means to come into the association of the devotees, to be able to chant those names properly, then we can come to cross this ocean, we can swim, we can stay on the surface instead of drowning in the ocean of fault. We can cross all of this and then come to our proper happy home. After all, happiness and eternity is the inherent wish, hope, desire of every living entity, whether it's a flower, a tree, a bird, anything. So we are continuing, but we need to continue. Everyone's continuing, but we need to continue under that simple guidance of our spiritual masters. So we've been hearing this morning, and not only hearing, seeing, being with Gurudev, seeing his interaction with the devotees. And we encourage all of you, please, to maybe not every day, but as you can, to keep your morning program, your sadhana, living. I mean, give a little variety. One day we're hearing Gurudev, one day Srila Guru Maharaj, we are reading the books, Chaitanya Charitamrita, for Chaitanya Charitamrita regularly, and for our nourishment from Srila Prabhupada, we're reading his translations, his purports, his commentaries, and then from Srila Guru Maharaj, and we are reading different books, at the moment Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion, and from Srila Gurudev, and we're reading at the present time here, Affectionate Guidance. So in a kind of a regular way, we want to have our nourishment from each of them, and we will find that each of them are giving us Krishna consciousness, and they all have their particular natures, their particular emphasis, and when we can understand that each of them are wanting the very best for us, they're all taking us with good advice to our home, then we will try to make our lives successful by following that, and not only learning things, so many things like learn, but not doing. This is not successful form of practicing of devotional service. So our favorable learning will be for our favorable execution of devotional service. And so we've got our pure guides, Gurudev saying, when we come to surrender to Guru must be perfect. We have that perfect Guru with perfect Gurus. We've got Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. And we must very clearly surrender, we are surrendering there, and we are being connected in this world to their service through the living current of the devotees. And we need that. And just as in ISKCON we meet people all the while who are saying, Srila Prabhupada is the only way, Srila Prabhupada, very much emphasizing, we must be like that. But we do have three great guardians, that Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. This is our focus and center, and we must be careful to try to also keep that focus on the pure current, and be careful along the way that we're not getting things which are not them, which are being presented in the world, which we know as the generations pass by, naturally liable to creep in. Krishna says it himself in Bhagavad Gita, that he first told to the sun god this, that he's now telling to Arjuna, but over the course of the generations it got changed so much it became lost. What Mahaprabhu gave, it got changed so much in the general view of what Mahaprabhu's teachings were that it was practically lost, except within a fine current. And then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came and re-established that clear current. And then Srila Guru Maharaj is maintaining that strictly, Srila Gurudev maintaining that and sharing that all over the world. So we've got our very clean current, and we've got this special opportunity of this age, of the recordings and of the books, which have come out in the direct language in which they're spoken, in which we can understand, which is English and the Western, you can say the Western languages, which are fairly straightforward with their meaning. One sentence generally is clear to understand, rather than having to think this sentence, what is the hidden meaning behind a sentence, which is wonderful in the department of the linguistic section, which are Vaishnava when we're dealing with Sanskrit and perhaps Bengali to some extent. But when we're coming to try to just capture, so what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning without it being hidden from us, or we're needing to decode some poetry? Then what's come to us in this present age is the direct teaching, the direct understanding in straightforward language, which is telling us essentially the conclusion of everything is be a devotee, bhakti, be a bhakta, be a devotee. So many scriptures, so many things, but what is the conclusion? Mahaprabhu has come to give devotional life, the joy of giving oneself for the Lord. Who is that Lord? It is Krishna, Radha Krishna. It is the Lord and his entourage, and that we have come from there, and we should go there. Means we've come from Krishna, everything has come from the Lord, and ultimately our home of full satisfaction is to be with the Lord, and with the Lord, and not to make him our master and cry when we don't get something and give me this, I want that, like the children to the parents. But rather, he is our loving master, we just want to please him. We're not looking for our own interest. So these clues, not only clues, very clear descriptions of how we should change our attitude to the world, to others, to the Lord, these have been given to us directly in English by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev, and so many recordings and so many books which have been carefully transcribed so that the message is clear in black and white, as it were. And now many of these videotapes, they're also transcribed, and the captions are underneath with a team of 3 devotees or so who are checking, double-checking. Sometimes there are mistakes, but generally you can see that nowadays mostly the captions which are there are word for word and presenting clearly what Srila Gurudev is saying and what Srila Guru Maharaj is saying. In other words, the intonation, what did they say, what are they saying, that now we're helped by having the captions on the videos and by the books, which are those spoken talks of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj presented in black and white. So this is scripture. The Vedas come from the Gurus. Who is giving knowledge of the spiritual world? They are Guru. And the Vedas have come from the Gurus, and the conclusion of the Vedas have come from the Gurus. So what we are getting in the modern age is really that conclusion given in a very straightforward, beautiful way, directly from the lotus lips, the speech of our masters, Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and this we have that direct access to in this age. So let us also be in this mood. Yes, Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, this is the way for us, this is our safe journey, they've given us everything, and let us give that focus in our lives and we will certainly be successful. Simple heart, devotional service, chant Hare Krishna, and follow humility, tolerance and giving honor to others, not wanting honor for oneself. This emphasis is coming from our masters all the time. Alright, so my encouragement, if it's possible for me to give encouragement to anyone, is please listen or sit in front of, with obeisances first and with respect, sit in the audience, if you like, of Srila Gurudev talking to the devotees in 1999 by going to that latest video in the Srila Govinda Maharaj video series, and then we will also feel that you're with us, all watching, seated in front of us and having his darshan, not just watching any video, video about cats and dogs, video about this, video about that, it's video about Gurudev. No, we need to come to the scripture and to these videos with the mood that is much senior to us. We will be able to have some transaction of spiritual knowledge from up to down by sitting in front of Gurudev and hearing his guidance, and then, as you will hear, to put it into practice, not just to be a student of academia, an academic student, but a practical student. Jai to our masters, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Srila Bhakti Rock of Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai, and our whole Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. So again, the Srila Govinda Maharaj video series, if you search on YouTube and then just see the latest post, and we'll be very happy to know that you also are able to sit with Srila Gurudev and to hear and give attention, and you can hear it again. You can sit with him and be again there and relive Srila Gurudev, giving honest, direct and most beneficial advice for the devotees. All right, I leave you in their good hands. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. All glories to the devotees who are like desire trees. We come to the devotees and pray for your grace, the grace of you all.